bus number is going to be bus 22, as for football, I believe it's South Mecklenburg School. As for now, we're not sure about the specifics of the school, but hopefully the kids in this area that you see getting on the other buses as well, trying to get back to school, hopefully in time, but fingers crossed for everyone getting out of this.
We may try to change the angle because our personnel right now, basically the way the sun is hitting. So what would work best for you all as far as you all's viewpoint? This way?
We can make it work.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm tough, man. I'll make it work.
You're tough.
You're tough. That's right. Yeah.
We're trying to figure it out right now. It's the fire chief, I believe. Who? Oh.
Check. Can you all hear the mic?
It's the battalion chief, not the fire chief. I don't know his name. I got mine. I'm just going to hold it because we don't have a stand, so I'm just going to hold it. Or a clamp. I'm not squat. All I know is it's the battalion. I'm sorry. I wish I did it. You're all having like a little cheap kind of loud. Yeah, what's the microphone?
Somebody rolling on the bucket on yeah.
They have
Well, we'll figure that out. Have a camera here. That's what I was going to say. Everybody knows something out the road. Okay. All right, sounds good. Yeah.
look here, this is the accident that we saw earlier this morning at the corner of Sharon Road West and Sharonbrook Drive. Right now, this is school bus 222 for the Charlotte-Mecklenburg School District. We do know that 40 kids were on that bus. 15 were taken to the hospital this morning with non-life-threatening injuries. We do also know that one person was taken with severe injuries, another taken with life-threatening. Now, we aren't sure if that was the driver of the white truck or the driver of the bus that you see right there. We also see a third black truck underneath right there.
Hi, Abby. Yeah, I can hear you.
So underneath that arrow board sign, it looks to be like somebody might have ran into that this morning, and that's why it had been part of the cause of this accident. Of course, we do know that the kids on
Yeah,
this
Abby, so we haven't been able to talk on camera with any parents. I was able to talk just briefly off camera with a father and a mother who share a daughter. They say that she was on the bus and that she is okay. She is one of the students who was on the bus that is going to be okay. We're hearing that there were about 40 students in total that were on that bus and about 18 people that are being treated as patients. But we haven't been able to talk to any parents that had any students that were possibly injured. We did talk to one woman who said that she was in bed at one of the nearby apartment complexes when the crash happened. She said that it sounded like something had exploded when that crash happened. She said she jumped out of bed, ran outside, and that she could see children just coming out of the back of that bus. She said many of them hysterical and crying after that crash happened. She was seeing some of them being taken away. So we do know again that about 18 people were injured. One of them we're hearing from EMS saying that it's serious, a second one that's life-threatening. We did see one person, it took them quite a while to get them out of the truck. Take a look at the truck that's right over here behind me. This white truck that you can barely even tell what kind of vehicle it is anymore. We did see one person that was taken to the hospital. They were took them probably well over 40 minutes to get them extracted from that truck and put into an ambulance. We saw them carrying away the jaws of life from this scene, so we're trying to figure out exactly if they were trapped in that vehicle or not. But I know that you've been talking about, Abby, that we are waiting to hear from police, the fire department, and EMS. They're expected to be giving us an update here shortly on some more details of exactly what could have possibly led up to this crash and more information about people who have been injured.
Everyone ready? Okay. It's Captain Dennis Gist, that's DENNISGISD, Charlotte Fire Department. Just want to give you all a brief update of what took place here this morning. We're going to have Chief Mike Guerin from the Charlotte Fire Department. He was the incident commander, give you details of what he encountered upon his arrival. We have Kenny Phillips, Operations Supervisor for Medic, as well as Lieutenant Rendon from the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department. I want you all to just keep in mind that things are still developing. It's a big investigation that will take place, so we're going to be able to talk to you from what we experienced upon arrival, as well as what's currently taking place. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Kenny Phillips. I'm an Operations Supervisor with Medic. So shortly after 6:30 this morning, we received a 911 call for traffic accidents here on Sharon Road West. Upon our arrival, we found a school bus, a small dump truck, and another car that were involved in the accident. Extensive problems were noted when we arrived. We had about 17 or 18 different patients. We had 14 or 15 coming from the school bus, and then we had the patients that were in the other vehicles. We were able to access the kids very quickly and get them separated and start assessing their injuries, but the driver of the school bus and the driver of the white dump truck behind us were pinned in the vehicle. I don't have any updates on their injuries. I know that the kids were all low priority, and they were transported to the hospital via our mass casualty bus.
Yeah, good morning. Michael Guerin with the Charlotte Fire Department. So as Kenny Phillips said, when medic arrived here first, they had a very high patient count. The problems that we encountered, like Kenny said, was the high impact to both the CMS bus and the dump truck. But what we're extremely proud of here in Mecklenburg County and Charlotte is a collaborative effort between emergency services. Kenny and his team were able to treat the patients, the children. What we focused on was the removal of the dump truck driver and the CMS driver. Due to the high impact, we encountered some problems just in the sheer nature of the force and the amount of metal that was around the driver. It took us about 30 minutes for us to get the CMS driver out and about an hour to get the dump truck driver out. Again, we encountered heavy challenges, but we're extremely fortunate. Our heavy rescue, we had 2 ladder companies here. Both those things have the Hearst jaws of life. We used all those tools and got both drivers out very successfully. We're extremely proud of the effort.
And from the CMPD perspective, we went ahead and managed traffic, make sure that we got help out here to students as soon as possible. So of course we're still stopping traffic. Traffic's going to be stopped here for about another 30 minutes while we clear it up, get everybody out of here. Luckily nobody was seriously injured. Like you guys saw, it's a pretty tragic accident. We're very fortunate that we're able to get these kids out of here and everybody out of harm's way. My name's Jesus Rendon.
Drivers that were trapped, were they conscious when you were taking them out?
The drivers that were trapped were conscious and stable.
Do we know if anyone's facing charges at this point, or is it too early to say?
This preliminary investigation indicates that nobody's going to be facing charges, but it's too early to tell. But as of right now, it doesn't look like it. It looks like a regular accident.
You said about 30-minute cleanup time until the roads reopen?
Correct.
Battalion Chief,
property damage in this accident?
I'm sorry, say that again?
What's the estimated property damage in this accident?
That's hard to say. That's a CMS question. We don't have cost estimates.
can you talk to us a little bit about the training? I mean, obviously with a mass casualty event like this, and you talk about the partnership between the other first responders, with your department, what does that look like in order to prepare for something like this?
So, and that's exactly right. We talk about collaborative efforts, right? And so we can talk about the incident command system and all those other different things that we're all trained in. This is something that we deal with on a very small level at the very basic incidents, whether it's a single company response or it can expand into what we have here today, right? So yes, to your point, the training, we're all trained in specific roles within the ICS system.
Is it confirmed that all students on the bus were from South Mecklenburg High School?
I can't confirm that. That's a question for CMS.
Obviously, every crash is unique, but to take an hour to get somebody out of a car, is that unusual for something to take that long?
I don't use the word unusual. Everything's different, right? So I think that's hard to say. But the challenge was, like I spoke about earlier, was just the amount of damage to the mechanism, was just the amount of damage to the car, right? So you have to work methodically in the fact when you remove the car, you don't want to cause any more damage to the patient or anybody else. So it's just a very methodical process.
We see there's a direct sign in the middle of the road, a directional sign. Was there road work on this street beforehand?
I can't answer that.
There's a dump truck that was towing that. Correct, and that's.
Thank you.
Anything else? You guys have a great day.